Hey, this is Brian here. I'm about to do another somewhat quick review on the BHK Outdoors Machete. Um, they're running a really nice special on it right now. So I'll post the link in the show notes. Well, I guess technically the video notes. This isn't really a show. Anyway, here you go. This is it. Like I said, the Blind Horse Knives, the BHK Outdoors Machete. Got a nice little retention system going on here. Got a little strap coming out of the handle. Goes down and fits over that screw quite easily. This may end up being kind of a dark video. I'll try to keep out as much as possible. Anyway, you can see I got the green-black handles, or scales. Give you a nice little overall view of the blade. You can see the BHK Outdoor logo right there. Again, nice little shot of the handles. The big fisheye pins in there. Nice lanyard hold at the end. Take a second, we'll take a look at this. I call this a hybrid sheath. It's a hybrid of leather and kydex. Up here on the belt you've got leather feeding down into their kydex. It's gapped for drainage and ventilation. You can see the leather right here doubled up, goes onto the back, goes down and straps to the actual kydex itself. I can see where that can provide a lot of benefits. You can actually probably use the leather as a strop if needed. You've got a Chicago screw set right there, so you can either make it a snug fit for a smaller belt or loosen it up if you want to use a nice piece of webbing belt, or if you want to use a web belt. Plenty of holes down here on the bottom, which would give you some adjustability and some, not so much adjustability as connectability to a variety of different carrying systems. Again, big gap. Blade is very well covered, but it's also allowed to have some air movement around it. I don't see a whole lot of water retention ever happening from this sheath. And seeing as how this is a carbon steel blade, that's a good thing, right? Anyway, let's get on to the specs. We're looking at a blade length of right about 12 3/4, just a hair under, so let's say 12 5/8. The handle is roughly 6 3/4, giving this what, 19, just over 19 inches in total length. I gotta say, it feels very nice in the hand. This is actually my left hand, so it's my off hand, but it fits nicely. I like the design of the handle. It's got just enough width and girth to feel well, or to feel good. I've got a little extra room in there. I mean, if you have super large hands, this is more than ample a handle. This, I'm still undecided about the retention strap. I'm not sure if that's going to get in the way or not. I have not had a chance to use this yet. It came in the mail. The blade itself, I can't measure it. It's and get it on film, but it's 3/32 wide. Well, thick, I should say. It's a pretty stiff machete. And I have some machetes that are pretty cheap, and I can get some wobble in them just from doing that. This does not do that. It does have some flex to it, so there will be some give. I'm not sure what steel it's made of. I will do my research and put that into the video notes when I'm done. This is it. Pretty good. I'm looking forward to taking it home and doing some chopping with it, comparing it against my my SOG machete, so I can get an idea of how it fares. I will say this: I know my SOG machete has a blade that's almost as long as this entire knife. I think the blade on the SOG is about 18 inches long. To me, this is kind of a cross between a machete and a really big knife. It's a little short for being a machete, but I can see where the benefits would come in. If you're hacking away in some close quarters, or if you've got a lot of brush or whatever that's all around you, it requires a lot less room than the SOG to use. I mean, just my speculation anyway, or speculating. But I can see where there are some benefits to having a smaller or shorter machete. The weight on this thing is nice. I've got to say it weighs probably 1.5 pounds, maybe even a little more, maybe 2 pounds. It's got a very nice weight and heft to it. You know, it really kind of does beg to be held. I love the way this thing feels in my hand. So, just again, not real sure about the retention strap, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. It's just a matter of not being used to it. Anyway, that's it. That's the Blind Horse Outdoors Machete. Again, they're running an excellent special right now until they're sold out. I think you can pick one up for about $100. So I'll add a link to the video notes. And until then, this is Kokopelli out.